Hi guys, my name is Shai Agam and here are some of the cool new features of Angular Zen version 5. There are two new sets of directives to deal with observables, onObserver and observe directives. Let's have a look at a demo. I have predefined some styles and a dummy notification service. Let's say our service emits system notification through an observable. Notification should be rendered as a toast message looking like this. Now let's hook in some magic and give life to our demo. We'll hook the notifications observable to our element using onObserver next, which will render our notifications once the next method is called. We'll use the notifications type property as a styling class and the notifications message property as the text. We now have a notification element that will render incoming notifications. It's probably better to stack toasts instead of showing the last one, so let's set the view mode to multiple and use the notifications index for positioning. Let's make the toast auto-destroy after a certain amount of time. We'll add the show4 property, which can either be a number or a string. Okay, cool. To improve UX even further, we can render the remaining time for the toast to live. We can read the remaining property generated by the directive. The countdown is nice, but what if we want a progress bar or a spinner? We can also use elapsed instead of remaining to count up. Yep, that works, though the progress isn't very smooth. That's because the directive provides a fixed number of countdown updates by default. Let's ask the directive for more frequent updates. We can either specify an interval or the animation frames value. Nice! What if we wanted to merge in the birthday notification stream? We can leverage the observe merge directive, which would then export a merge source observable for us. If we plug that observable into our onObserver next directive, we will get a single stream of notifications. That's it. No hassle, no code in our component. Pretty neat, huh? There's a bunch of other directives to play with. For example, we could use the onObserver resolving to render a loading animation while the observer is waiting for its first value, or onObserver error to show an error message when the observer errors. So I invite you to visit the documentation and explore the other directives. Also know that version 5 now uses Angular version 13 and RxJS version 7. Please comment, like, share, subscribe, and if you're interested in more of what you just saw, check out the full Angular Zen, Angular Google Maps, and other links in the description. Feedback is always welcome. Cheers, and happy coding!